So today we're going to be tasting the Solarce Rosado from the Casa winery. Casa is a family-run winery in the Denominación de Origen Calificada of Rioja. It's actually in sort of central Rioja. Well, it's officially in Rioja Oriental, Eastern Rioja, but it's quite close to the capital of Logroño. It's about 25 kilometers southeast of Logroño. It's on some higher ground, going up into the mountains, into the part of the Cordillera Central. So the vines are planted actually at quite a high level, about between 600 and 750 meters above sea level, which is good. That altitude means lower temperatures at night, which means more freshness in the grapes, which is a good thing to have. And the estate has lots of different varieties planted on it. All of the wines are made under the watchful eye of Marta Gallego, who is a fantastic winemaker, up-and-coming winemaker. Marta has worked at lots of different wineries, including the famous Muga vineyard, so she has pedigree. And it's a really, really interesting winery, and we're delighted to be working closely with them. So we have here the 2020 vintage of the rosé, so it's the latest vintage. No aging. This is a young rosé. It's made using the traditional sangrado method, which means all the grapes are put in together into the tank, and then the juice, a little bit of skin contact there, and then the juice comes off and is fermented, not in contact with the skins. Remember, if you ferment in contact with the skins, as you would if you were making red wine, then that obviously makes the colour deeper and darker. Rosés traditionally aren't made in that way. And this is a blend, like the Solarce Tinto. This is a blend of 4 red varieties: Tempranillo, Garnacha, Graciano and Mazuelo, which is what they call Carignan in Rioja. So this is made, as I said, using the sangrado method. The grapes are all in contact with the juice at a temperature, a lowish temperature of about 10 degrees. And then the free-run juice is bled off, hence the word sangrado, and it's fermented by itself, not in contact with the skins. Again, at a temperature controlled somewhere between 14 and 16 degrees. So you get a nice development of the flavors and the aromas at that relatively low temperature. Remember, white wines and rosé wines tend to ferment at lower temperature than red wines for that reason, so that you maintain all the delicacy and flavor and aromas and subtleties of the juice. So let's open it and see what it tastes like. First of all, colour. This is darker than the kind of typical Provençal rosé that you might be used to. It's somewhere between kind of a strawberry and a salmon pink in colour. Lovely fragrant nose. Sort of notes of strawberry and raspberry. A little bit of white blossom as it opens up. Maybe a touch more stone fruit, perhaps more sort of peach, apricot in there. Really inviting you to have a sip. That's very delicious and fresh. That's really long in the mouth. I taste it, and then the aromas, the flavors stay on my palate for some time after I've drunk the wine, which is a good thing. We're looking for that in a wine. That's giving us good value. The wine just evaporates as soon as we've drunk it. We forget what we've tasted, whereas this wine stays with us. The memory of it stays with us in our palate. Delicious, very refreshing. A lovely refreshing rosé from Casa in Rioja. That would go very well, I think, nicely chilled on its own as an aperitif. It would work well with cheeses, for example, hard cheeses, rice dishes, other Mediterranean dishes. Very, very good accompaniment for all sorts of summer foods. Here we are. Casa Solarce Rosado, 2020 vintage. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.